So
a lot of y'all are tall. I don't like that.
Super tall.
To be honest, everybody's tall for me. Just everybody's just like here and stuff like that. So I always do a roll call right quick to everybody in here one time. If anybody wants to take a seat, we highly appreciate anyone that wants to take a seat and stuff like that. We got something special for people that take a seat in the whole nine. We got prizes for you, all kinds of really, really cool stuff.
FL Studio.
I don't think they really want that.
Damn.
But cool. You know what would be amazing? A Pro Tools year license.
That would be amazing. Wow.
Right? Save you about
having a DAW for a year is crazy. Yo, this shit expired next month, man.
I ain't gonna lie. Yo, can I tell y'all? Is this a safe place?
No.
Nah, it's a safe place.
Laugh.
It's a safe place. Can I tell you what happened to me the other day?
What?
Bro, I went to my credit card and I seen $312 come out of nowhere, and I said, "Yo, what was that?" Kind of just punched me in the face. I look and it was Avid.
FL don't even cost $312 ever.
Why?
That was the year. You know how you put your thing on auto renew? I know y'all all been there. You put something on auto renew and that thing slap you, you forget that year. Look, he said, "God damn."
Yeah, you know what that happened to me with?
What?
It happened to me with CapCut 2 weeks ago.
Yo,
I no longer have access to CapCut. I deleted it.
Too soon. CapCut is
I'm
crazy.
hurt.
Too soon. So, in all seriousness, to bring this in and stuff like that, I don't know how many people have ever seen our podcast. Cool, fire, wicked. So obviously, not too long ago, we shut the podcast down.
Yep.
And we kind of had this episode kind of detailing and stuff like that, what kind of happened and stuff like that. And I just want to say that y'all support throughout the whole thing has been overwhelming, and we appreciate y'all so much. So make some noise for yourselves for that. Like, thank you so much.
We really appreciate it.
Really appreciate it. But we're so glad to be here because we weren't sure if we were going to be here at some point. So it's really just a blessing to be in front of y'all and stuff like that. So, y'all ready for the show we got for y'all? A little more energy. Y'all ready for the show we got for y'all?
Come on. It ain't that early, man. It ain't that early.
Sometimes you need a few FL Studio people sprinkled in just for noise.
Yeah.
Just for that, you know.
It slap harder than everybody.
That's not true. I'm not
That's
going to lie.
what tells me, yo, can I be honest? That's what tells me FL Studio, if we got into a war, like just straight melee, FL would win.
In what regard?
hands?
If we all punching and slapping each other, FL Studio is winning.
I don't think
It's a hard
so.
punch.
Because the kids in Band Lab, I feel like they're going to bite you.
Now, that's a different type of, like, that's
We are
crazy.
smacking those 13-year-olds.
I feel like y'all wear sweaters, Ableton. Like
Yeah,
y'all
we
wear
probably do.
sweaters and khakis.
We always look good.
You said Ableton dressed like Jake from State Farm.
First off. You know how much drip Ableton users actually have?
I can't tell.
Explain.
Have y'all not seen Decap or Eldre's content?
I knew you was going there.
They always got that stuff on.
I knew you was going there.
They always got that stuff on.
Every rule got outliers, bro. You ain't learn about outliers in math?
First of all, what did you just say?
Outliers, right?
It's outliers.
Outlier?
FL Studio, ladies and gentlemen, clap it up one time for the education of the FL Studio. Let's go.
I ain't gonna lie, you got me. Yeah, that's how I was taught.
It's outliers.
Outlier. Yeah.
I love you though.
Hey, man.
Yo, keep making music.
You learn something new every day, man. You know,
I
you
like
just
that.
learned it.
I like that. So I killed you. I got you. I finally got you. Without further ado, we do have some really special guests, some friends that we would love to just sit here on the couch and stuff like that. And right now, this person is a content creator, a sound designer. I guarantee you, if you're a producer, raise your hand one time. I guarantee you have one of this man's kits.
And I'll double down on that.
What?
Who's the mix engineers in here? I've guaranteed y'all have mixed his drums before.
1,000 different times.
For real.
For sure. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to bring to the stage my man, Decap. Pull up, my brother. Yeah.
The tallest Ableton user I know.
Well, Eldre, I don't know.
Is Eldre tall?
I'm not
Eldre
too
tall
sure.
as hell.
It might be between the two of them.
No, for
Be
sure.
honest, now that I think about it.
Oh, and he got the sweater on. Oh, he matched the description.
Look at the
See,
drip.
I told you.
Look at the drip.
I knew what was going on.
Look at the drip.
So to bring my man on, we want to play a little game, and I'm asking for 2 producers. Come to the stage right quick. I got a prize for somebody. Come on, pull up. 2 producers. One more producer.
One more.
Come on up, my friend. Let's do it. Come up.
Oh, they know each other.
Oh, they know each other. This is amazing.
This is going to be personal.
Pull up, my brother.
Gonna be fun.
Pull up.
It's gonna
Yeah,
be
you
a
come on
versus.
stage. Yep, come on stage. Okay, and what's your name?
Jonah,
And what's your dog?
Ableton.
Got you. Okay, all right. So you come on this side for Ableton, on this left side
Don't
right
put
here.
Ableton near me.
Don't put Ableton near me.
Yeah.
And what's your name, boss?
My name's Ethan.
And what's your dog?
Ableton.
Ableton is his dog. Damn, we got 2 Ableton
This
users.
is it.
Yo, with
This
the
is
FL
it.
Studio, I feel like FL Studio kids don't wake up till like 2.
Studio One.
Hey, I love your podcast, man. Hey, I love your podcast. Yeah. I watch. Bro, I'm really here. Like, I'll be in the community, bro. All right, so we're gonna play a little game. And this game is called Just Answer the Question. And Decap, you're gonna tell me if they're correct.
Got it.
So you're both producers, right? Okay, first question. What volume of Drums That Knock kits sounds is Decap at right now?
What volume? Oh, it's X, right?
What about you?
0.
I got you. That's your answers? You locked it in? You gonna go 11?
You sure?
Okay, so what is your answer?
11.
And what is
What's
your
your answer?
answer?
0.
0.
All right, got you. Decap, are they correct or incorrect?
Incorrect.
Both are incorrect.
Wait, what's the answer?
X.
Drums
You got
that
it right.
knocks
Can we
10.
give it to him? He had it right at first.
They both got it wrong. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna give you this one in your hand. So take that pad. You take that pad. I'm gonna give you a pen. And I'm gonna give you a pen. Cool beans. All right, second question. And this is the tiebreaker because you both got that wrong. It's okay. All right, shout out Ableton.
Don't put that on Ableton.
I am. I'm
These
gonna
are
put it on
great. These
Ableton.
are great men right now.
I'm
Come
gonna
on.
give you 20 seconds. What are the 5 modules on the Knock plugin? Write them down. Dun, 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 dun. If
How many of
both-
y'all have knock? Bro.
Got you. I'm hearing a
Yeah,
lot
I
of
got-
damn it's. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
That's it. It's Mr. Knock right here. Name on 5. You got 20 seconds. Can you count me down? In about 10 more seconds, we'll count them down.
All right,
So we're just gonna
all right.
keep this going for a little bit. We're gonna keep this going. How many people know the answer? Don't yell. Bang. He knows the answer. He knows the answer. Got you. If they both get it wrong, then I got to bring 2 more people to do it.
Oh.
All right.
I got a
let's
question
see.
if they get it wrong.
Let's go. All right. I'm gonna give you another 10 seconds.
10.
Courtney, can you count us down?
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And I'll take the pins right quick, and I'll take your pin. All right, now whoever has the most modules correct, that's who I'll give the prize to. Got
Fair
you.
enough.
All right. Let me take this. All right. So, Ethan has comp, saturation, limiter, knock, and distortion. Does that one make any sense, or is how many is right? Just one is off,
One
right?
out of 5.
Okay, so you got only one is right.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you got one right, okay? Hold that one. Okay, so you got one right. All right, now in this one, we got 3. You can go in the mic and you tell us. The 3 modes he got is punch, sub, low cut.
He's got 2.
He's got 2. My man just won that. Make some noise for him one time.
Come on.
You just won Drums That Knock the plugin for my guy Decap, and you also won a gold edition Rosetta EQ for yourself, and that's it.
Sir.
Bro, you have no idea. I've been trying to get that thing for months. All right. So.
Well, it's you. You got it now, for sure.
Congratulations, my dog.
Congrats,
Y'all make
man.
some noise.
Y'all did that. Come on.
Hey, thank you, Ethan. Nonetheless, man, for sure. You would think my friends would like help me like with the clipboard. You would think like somebody would like, you would help me.
You're a professional at this.
I'm a professional.
I don't
Gotcha.
deal with Pro Tools.
You got that Bob Barker kind of, you know?
I got a Bob Barker vibe.
You got, you know?
Okay, no.
Da, 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 da.
But nonetheless, we got our guy Decap here, and
Absolutely.
obviously, Doug, you created such an incredible plugin for producers as well as mixers.
Thank you, man.
My favorite that I use on it a lot is the punch, and my other one that I use a lot is the saturate. Can I tell you
Yeah.
how? Can I tell you how? Anybody else like use knock and stuff like that? Y'all got favorite modules? Facts.
That's what's up.
Heck yeah. So I'm gonna tell you why, and y'all can tell me what your favorite ones is. My favorite one is punch. I like to use it on my kick and snare bus. So I have my kick and snare going to its own aux outside of the other percussion. And the reason why is because I feel like those transients from that kick and snare, I like to isolate those and be able to like accentuate them just by itself besides the actual percussion. So on knock, what I do is on my kick and snare aux, I like to just turn up the punch just a little bit just to give it a little bit more attack.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah, it's like a very subtle effect, and it's perfect for that.
Got
Yeah.
you. Say
Yeah,
less. And
appreciate
then
that.
the other one I use it for is I have a percussion bus, so it's just all my perks. And what I like to do is all my perks is crazy. And I want you to explain this to me. I use the saturate on my perks,
Yeah.
just on my perks,
Okay.
and I usually kind of like gravitate to the middle like option. What
Yeah.
are those 3 modes in the saturate?
So one of them is like a soft clip, and The first one is the softest, and the third one is the hardest. So it's just a saturation curve. So the first one's more of like a soft clip curve, and the last one is more like a hard clip curve. Basically.
Got you. Understood. So that's like my favorite ones that I have. What about
I'll
you?
tell you my favorite one.
What?
My favorite one is that sub generator one.
I hate you.
Let's
'cause
go,
that is
let's
my
go.
favorite. I ain't gonna lie. That's so. I don't know how you did it, bro.
Yeah,
I really don't like it. Works every time.
Every
the key
single
time.
finder, like it is crazy.
Man, I
So-
appreciate that. Thank
Yeah,
you.
It is insane. I remember I had done a record and I didn't make the beat, but I used the stem separation and I was able to separate the drums and everything. And I added it to the drum, to the full drum track, but I added that little sub thing, sent it back, and I was asked, how the hell did you change my beat like that? How did you add that bass to this beat? And it's insane. So, like, congratulations
Bro.
on all the success on that plugin. It is insane.
Thank you so
Bro.
much, man. And the sub, what I wanted to do is anytime you have a kick drum, it basically generates a sub to make the kick punchy. So
Right.
for anyone who doesn't know, and you can make it really short, so you don't even hear the sub, but it just adds to the kick.
Right.
So I appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And you added a little sustain on it too, right?
Yeah,
There's a
at
little
the
bit of
top, the
sustain.
top knob.
Yeah. There's a
Yep.
sustain on it too as well.
Yep.
Yeah, that's cool. So honestly,
That
you know,
is tough.
just when it comes to plugins, obviously you're a plugin developer yourself and stuff like
Yep.
that. What are some like plugins that you kind of been using lately, like also, you know what I mean, that you've been kind of gravitating to?
Yeah, you know, I tend to keep it real simple. I use a lot of stock plugins. I'm in Ableton mostly, so anything to get the job done. And most of the time, like we were just talking about it
For sure.
earlier, like you can, it's quick. It's quick and easy. Glue compressor, hybrid reverb. You know, just I keep it real simple. And with Knock, like a lot of times, what surprises me, a lot of people the way they use it isn't even the way that I thought people would use it.
Yeah.
Like, I made it for drums, but I never tested it like on vocals or percussion, like you were saying.
Right.
So it's something that surprises me, and it's the users that give me the ideas on
Yeah.
how to use it.
Yeah.
So it's like now I'm learning
Yeah.
along with everyone else.
For sure.
So I want to kind of rewind just a tad because Knock is amazing, but Knock stems from the Drums That Knock series that you're super known for. Probably the most, I don't even want to say successful, just the most popular drum series
Yeah.
ever.
Anybody
you.
ever had drums that knock by any chance? Anybody? Facts.
Yeah,
OD. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
We know. We heard it. We heard them loops.
So when you started doing those, how did not only did you get the idea for that, but also how were you capturing those new kicks and snares, because they are unique from any other.
That's a
Absolutely,
good
yeah.
question, because if I'm not mistaken, I heard you literally make those sounds from scratch.
Yeah,
Like dead
exactly.
from scratch.
Yep.
How are you making like kick snares and stuff like that from scratch?
Yeah, so basically one way I do it is, for example, in Ableton, there's a plugin called Operator. And what a kick drum is, it's a sine wave. But it has a little bit of a pitch transient at the beginning to give it the... So it's basically a sine wave with a pitch envelope at the beginning of it. And that's run through different effects like soft clipper, transient master, which I put in Knock. And you can also layer that with percussion sound. So I could just hit the side of this couch and record it. And when I layer that along with, what I have on it, it creates the full sound. And that with like creative processing, like you could put a reverb and make the tail really short and just trying different things. So it's a lot of trial and error. And also to get back to your question, I started because, like probably you guys, I'm a student of hip hop. And hip hop, what do we know them for? Knocking drums.
Exactly.
So that's the thing. So I was like, man, I want to make a kit where every sound in it, it has that hard hitting sound. Because I don't know if you guys remember, but before, back in the day, a lot of times drum kits had all different volumes, all different levels. I wanted to make every single sound in it punchy, so when you get it right off the bat, you can make your beat sound good, not have to like do a lot of mixing and a lot of different things.
You actually touched on something that, shout out to Jess Jackson. He kind of put this on my radar a while ago, and he started making me realize, he was like, all these kicks and samples that we use all the time, they're so processed, right? Like when you get them, like they're so processed. And then we tend as engineers, and I know I'm not the only person that does this, to like just do the go-to things that we do. Like I'll get a kick and be like, okay, loading up my kick processing. But I started to realize in my head, like, yo, this kick is pretty processed. For instance, if I'm getting something from your pack, I know in my head, like, yo, bro, he went and dialed this kick in. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
Yeah, and I know deep down that I want to add a little bit, maybe, but I've kind of like backed off and stuff like that, like as far as my kick process. And I've been noticing my kicks feel a lot fuller, and I'm just manipulating volume more than ever, like with everything.
And the thing is, you know, every track is going to ask for something different. So I understand, like, if you need something a little more subtle, you might have to roll off some of the top end.
Right.
Or, you know, and I know that's how it is, but I want to make it so off the bat you can use it.
Right.
But you have the choice to dial it in.
Right.
Word. I want to talk to you a little bit about your production. I went through your catalog, and we spoke about this last time, but you have this combination of not just hip hop, but it feels like almost not EDM, but on the production side, it just feels very electronic.
Yeah.
And it's such an evolution from what hip hop was. It was super like just very lo-fi, but in the traditional sense. You know what I mean? You have this stutter thing and this glitch thing that you manipulate with your in your production. How did you kind of fall into that, and what tools do you use to kind of add?
What tools do you use? I'm not gonna lie,
Yeah.
because I went in my story and I heard that shit. You remember I hit you cyber? I was like, hey man, can you send in that?
Yeah.
But I was really interested in how you was getting like that glitch effect with your drums. Like I was like, how the hell? Like how are you accomplishing that? Like this, like it's just such an interesting like timing that you have with your like. How are you?
thank
What
you,
tool are you
man.
using with that?
I appreciate that. You know, I guess part of it is just the timing, because I'm a student of hip hop, like Jay Dilla, Dr. Dre,
Right.
DJ Khalil, you know, all the goats. And I think one thing that they all did was the hi-hats were a little bit off time. So I will take the hi-hat, I'll program like a straight up hi-hat pattern and put it off the grid like a few milliseconds. And that kind of gives it a certain bounce.
Right.
And then for the glitching, a lot of times in Ableton, I'm just copy pasting and doing all this audio stuff.
Nice.
Right.
Just simple,
Automating
yeah.
the pitch and stuff like that.
Automating the pitch.
Yeah.
And I've used plugins like Glitch and Looperator and that type of thing too.
Got you.
So,
Wow, you
yeah.
feel heard right
Thank
now,
you.
don't you? You feel
I'm
so
not gonna
heard.
lie.
really do.
Decap, I don't get got by. The last time I got by a plugin ad was when Auto-Tune had the Big Dog Status song. Remember?
Oh my beat down, down, meat bounce back. Hey. I ain't gonna lie, that was.
I don't think I've seen that
You
one.
never seen that one?
I don't think so. You
One
have
of
to
the
send me
greatest,
that.
one of the greatest
ads
auto-tune, well, just
ever.
plug-in like commercials of all
Ever.
time.
Ever.
You know what the other one was? I'm not gonna lie. Remember the Waves one?
Which one?
Ooh,
Oh, I hated that. Yuck.
That was
Oh,
good.
the harmonizer joint?
Gonna get hip.
Was it Hit Boy? Where he was
Oh,
like, if I had,
my God.
Saw
if
that
I
one.
had, what was it? Arcade. If I had arcade
I would
when
be a
I was
billionaire.
younger, I'd be a
Billionaire
billionaire.
right now.
I was like, let's go, bro.
Yo, but I recently saw, and this is not of that, but I recently saw the Serato. What plugin was it? Hex?
XFX? Yeah.
Bro, you sold me on it, bro. I
Yeah?
don't buy plugins anymore.
Man, tell Serato.
I have so many plugins. I try not to cop new plugins, but when he said, he's like, yeah, I just throw it on the master and just start tripping.
Can I tell you
Yeah.
why I'm mad?
Why?
All right, Pro Tools story. I'm sorry. Shout out to Pro Tools. Well, kind of not. I can't get Serato in my DAW.
Oh, yeah, you
Why?
can't.
Oh,
Because they don't have an AAX format.
AAX plugin. Oh, shit.
I said,
Was
you,
I loud?
you was loud.
Was I loud?
I don't care. I hope they hear me. To be honest with you, okay. So there's a bunch of plugins that I kind of can't get in Pro Tools, and that's always been like my barrier to entry as far as like thinking about going to another DAW for production. So everybody, if you watch the podcast, you know me, or you don't. Eldre, hey, my guy. I produce in Pro Tools. Yes, I am not a serial killer. But sometimes I have those shortcomings where I literally have to find workarounds in Pro Tools to get to the point. And then I watch him, and I'm like, geez, that's right there. It's like, stop. Urgh. So I've been looking at other DAWs, and I want to ask y'all this question now. Now I'm going to frame it. I know what DAWs y'all in. FL Studio, Ableton, Pro Tools. If there was any DAW that you had to choose, if your DAW just shut down, what would be the DAW that you would jump to? Want me to start? All right, I'm ready to get killed for this. I would jump to Studio One.
Ew. Ew.
Yo, can I say something? You literally just personified our comment section. Because anytime somebody says Studio One, all I see is one. Yeah. Woohoo.
That's great.
That's it. Okay, so Studio One, it would be Studio One for me. I would jump
I
to
don't like
Studio
how
One.
Studio One looks, man.
See?
Oh, we got two.
Late hit. Late hit.
It's been a lot of good. It's been a lot of like Studio One people coming out, and a lot of good improvements to the DAW too. I've been hearing a lot of people switch over to it.
They got a Splice integration
Yeah.
that I thought was dope. They also got Auto-Tune ARA. I don't know if
Yeah.
anybody knew that, which is fine. Look,
Can I
he's
be-
shaking his head like, yo, please, yeah.
Can I be so honest? Can I be
yeah.
so honest?
What?
Corny.
What's corny?
They stealing from everybody, bro.
You have a plugin called Sound Goodizer.
That's not hard. That's not hard. Sound Goodizer. You ain't never used it. That's how I know you hate
You're
it.
lying.
It sounds good. I ain't gonna
Sound
lie.
Goodizery.
Gang,
Bro.
you don't have VSTs.
Secondly, they also have a plugin called Reverb with 2 E's.
Yeah, because think about what reverb does. It extends it.
At least
It's hard.
and-
Yo, y'all not, can I be honest? Y'all not creative, man. Y'all not creative. Y'all can't do that to me.
Those are called
Yo,
mistakes.
my,
Somebody hit the
Those are
keyboard when they said, okay, publish. Oh,
I ain't
shit.
gonna lie. Can I be honest? That is funny. Like,
What?
having a new plugin, like, what should we call this? I mean, I guess it make it sound good.
And they
Let's
said-
sound good.
They were
either.
trying.
Sound Goodizer. Okay, so DAW-wise,
Yeah, I would.
yeah, what would you jump to?
I would say so. My answer is always Logic because I record too, and I've never tried to record. I love Logic because you can record vocals great. Production is great in Logic. However, I don't know if you can record vocals into this DAW, but I just watched the Rhythm Roulette with Ninth Wonder on it, and that machine look amazing.
A lot of people love that machine.
Machine looks amazing, bro.
Can I tell you something? When I was younger,
Yeah.
I conflated Machine with FL Studio for years because it felt
You're dyslexic.
maybe little, definitely colorblind because I felt like it looked very similar to me and the workflow looked kind of similar back in the day. So I always
understand.
conflated the two, like I always did.
I think I'm with LG on that one too. I think I would go Logic. If I couldn't go Ableton.
Why?
It's just the all around like top pick. Like think about it. It
Yeah,
does
it is.
everything that every other DAW does at a really good level. It may not be the best
They have-
at certain things.
They have stem separator?
yes.
They have AI mastering. They have some great stock plugins. They can record like FL, but I'm not record like Pro Tools, produce like Ableton FL-ish a little.
I would, and we've said this mad times, but I think it definitely has the best stock mixing plugins. I'll say Logic. What DAW got better stock mixing plugins?
Y'all gonna laugh. FL Studio. I'm telling you.
This
You
is-
never tried it. Yo, you know what? That's a piece of content.
Bro.
I'm gonna make you mix a record in FL. Like,
I'm
just
gonna
straight.
blow my. Excuse me.
I
Bro.
think
Yo, bro. When I remember one time I said, "Yo, this sound hard. Can you do me a favor and solo this get like this whole group?" And you said, "Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold
Yo,
on,
you such
hold
a
on, hold on."
capper.
It was like dongle, dongle, ding, ding, bro. And then I
They
said,
just watched
and
me
then I
do it,
said,
though.
"Yo, unsolo it." And you was like, "Okay, hold on."
Hey man,
Bro,
we got better, bro.
No, in the routing, all jokes aside, in the routing side,
It's amazing.
no,
It's
no,
like you know what it
not.
is? It's like Reason.
Perhaps.
It's literally like Reason.
Perhaps, but I know that the age-old problem, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, and we said this 1,000 times. Once y'all figure out recording as far as vocals, once y'all make it more friendly to a Pro Tools brain, I think that would be a massive shift.
I don't think we go to bed
Yeah.
thinking about what Pro Tools users think. Because Pro Tools, Avid got y'all to pay them $20 a month.
They did.
And y'all didn't bat an eye. But when Waves
did.
did it, y'all got mad. I'll never forget that.
Nah, because that was everybody.
What I will
Which let
say-
me know that Pro Tools users are willing to take a beating for a company,
What I will
and
say-
everybody else is not willing.
What I will say is that y'all stock looking real bad right now.
Who stock?
Yours.
I stock hitting like a truck. Are they
I'm not-
crazy?
I'm not gonna lie.
No, it's not, it's
I'm
not.
not gonna lie.
It's
Because
not.
you saw the tracking updates we got in Ableton, and now we got our own built-in pitch corrector. I'm
Yeah.
not saying it's the greatest in the world,
Yeah.
but it's really good.
Yuck.
What you gonna say?
Okay, so I'm gonna have to go way left. In terms, and this is a DAW I haven't actually used, but from what I've heard about it and what I've seen, I'm gonna have to go with, for tracking, I'll go with Reaper. If I have to leave Ableton, I'm gonna go with Reaper. For
Why?
producing,
Yeah.
because number one, it's efficient. It's like, I don't know if you guys saw the video on how the M4 Max with Apple performs, but Reaper performs way better than all the other DAWs.
Interesting.
So it's optimized, so it makes me feel like they're on top of it.
Okay.
In terms of production, I'm gonna have to go with FL.
Hey, man.
'Cause I'm gonna have to go with FL. Yeah.
And
And I actually agree. The plugins, the stock plugins in FL are great. I love the way it sounds, and the reason why I can't use FL is because I have a plugin called Loader in Ableton that makes everything so easy. So
What is that?
Shout
okay,
out
I'll put
Loader.
you, any Ableton users in here? Okay, I'm gonna put you guys on game. There's a plugin called Loader. It's a Max for Live plugin. I think it's like $10 or something like that. You can set it up so you can hit a key command and it will load any plugin in your library. So I found that as a workflow to be, I can't separate from that.
Got you.
Yeah.
Interesting. So let me throw this out there to you.
Yeah.
Can you guys, or can you type in a plugin name and it come up?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can in Ableton, but Loader lets
Look
you
at what
hit-
he's asking.
I tried.
Can
I
y'all
tried.
search for plugins, y'all?
Yo, to all my Pro Tools users, I tried. Y'all saw me try to.
You can do it in Pro
I was like,
Tools.
can you search a plugin?
That's what you. That was supposed to be a dig at Ableton.
Yes, because they have a bad situation.
That's a lie.
Y'all, bro, I have to click plugins and then a
he's
drop
right.
down comes
He's
in.
right. He's right.
Hey.
I'm lying? I'm capping?
No, he's right. He's right.
But I'm just saying, before you try to dig at Ableton,
No,
get that
NFL.
get that piano
NFL.
roll situated.
All right, hold on. With our piano roll. Hold on, one second. With our piano roll.
Yeah. Now we hurting feelings.
It's not great.
For real.
It's not great.
I ain't gonna lie, can I be honest? Pro Tools, I'm sorry, because I know I'm in front of Pro Tools gang right now, right?
You are.
Pro Tools has y'all let Pro Tools get away with not having a lot of stuff. Like, I'm never gonna stop the fact that y'all cannot use VSTs. That's not crazy to y'all.
Look.
That's not
Hold on,
insane.
look. Let me say this. So, like I said, I don't know. We've had this conversation in the pod. I don't know if everybody's seen, but we had this conversation about why is AAX still the thing as far as Pro Tools. Shout out to all my Pro Tools users that remember RTAS. Anybody remember that? Ooh, we old.
All of y'all are over
old
40.
as hell. But what we had is, what I always thought was, maybe it's a stability thing where everything being in that format makes it more stable. Now, here's the thing, because I'm speculating. What it could also be is, which plugin format is actually more efficient? Remember, we talked about this. Now, who can figure that out is Studio One and Ableton. Y'all use VST3 too, right? So the DAWs that use AU and VST3s, I think can figure it out.
That.
It's just
Every other dog can use AU.
You can use AU and FL?
Yes. I guess
You're the only one
Bro,
locked out.
You're
What
behind.
What about Logic?
Yes.
Oh, we can do
Logic?
what?
Yeah.
Oh, the clap
it's
format.
got
And clap
Who got clap format?
FL got clapped too.
So
yeah.
it's some new format that we was talking about before. Could you enlighten us? It's a new plugin format.
Oh, I never knew about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's basically like a step up from VST3. It's kind of what they're saying is the future of because it's more efficient on your computer. You can fit more in there, so now your GUIs could be crazier.
Is it supported in any DAWs yet?
Yeah,
or?
Studio One and FL.
Studio
I think.
One and FL. Oh man.
Studio One FL is ahead of
Wow.
the curve with that, with the clap format.
Yeah, I think that AAX thing, and I hear what you're saying. It might be
An efficiency thing, but I'm not
But
vouching
can I
for
be
it.
honest? Y'all are smart. Like, think about all the unnecessary stuff y'all have built into Pro Tools.
What unnecessary thing we built into Pro Tools?
That Melodyne thing is unnecessary.
That's not true. That's not true. That's
It's
not
so
true.
unnecessary.
That's not true.
Nah, free
See,
Melodyne.
And that's,
Sorry.
and that's how you know.
I disagree.
That's how you
disagree
know.
on that.
You're losing us.
No.
He don't be using it.
No.
Bro, no cap.
I don't use it because I don't use Pro Tools.
Well, duh.
I can load up a instance of Melodyne, bro. It's cool.
No, but
We need that.
we can Yo, bro.
Ableton needs it.
Yeah, I need the ARA. I'm not gonna lie. Can I say this though? I'll be honest with you. I wish Pro Tools did auto-tune ARA and then Melodyne. I'm not the biggest Melodyne guy, but I'll keep it a bean. Now I use it a little bit more because, say for instance, even just a bass sound, if I want to change a bass note, I literally turn on the track and just Melodyne it down. The one thing I wish though is that the one that comes with Pro Tools now, I wish they gave us the full version. Because in the full version, you could do separation of chords.
Yeah.
This one, you can only do the separation of like a mono, you know what I mean? Like just one signal.
So
I wish
even
it
at
was
that, they giving y'all the bare minimum.
They definitely did. I'm not gonna lie.
But can you upgrade it to get it?
You
or?
can though.
Okay.
But I just have to pay for it.
Question. Is there, and this is not even to start a divide thing, right?
It is. Go ahead.
Is there anything that Pro Tools has that the other DAWs don't have? Because we just said a bunch of things that we have that Pro Tools doesn't have.
Hey man,
yeah.
y'all still can't route
Yeah.
vocal 1 to vocal 2. I mean, we got that.
Definitely
can't do that.
ARA
We don't
for
know how to
Ableton.
route.
Yeah, I don't have ARA.
We don't.
We don't have an
FL
ARA,
Studio
but
doesn't.
Does it? Studio
Yeah.
One have it? Didn't we just say Studio One had it?
No, Studio One has it.
All right.
Oh, you saying
Yeah, like-
all the
Studio
DAWs.
One
Yeah.
definitely
The
has
Stone Age we
What
had that.
What we got that nobody got? Y'all don't got the lo-fi plugin.
We don't have a plugin.
If you
Verify,
know, you know.
verify.
You-
How
if
many
you-
plugins do y'all not
Y'all don't
have?
got verify.
Verify.
Any,
Yeah.
let me say this. Let me
Pro
just
Tools has verify.
let me get this off. In any DAW, I promise, Verify is probably like one of the most used plugins on earth that
Yep.
stayed here since the beginning of time. All those curse words you hear on radio, that's Verify, bro.
Verify.
That's
the
Verify.
best tape stop plugin.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. Look, I'm not going to lie. As I said that, I was kind of embarrassed because I was like, that's all I got.
Look at y'all ceiling.
That's all
No,
I got.
Audio Suite. Audio Suite.
We got audio. So y'all don't have an audio suite.
Studio One, I think, has something like it.
Like an audio suite?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all just little bro.
Yo.
Studio One is just little bro.
No, they not. Yo, bro.
I feel like y'all look
Nah.
at what we doing and they just like, ugh.
Nah, because you got to remember they can still produce. No offense.
Yeah.
Yes, they can. Yes, they can. Who said all in one? Factivity. Yo, he's riding for this DAW. I'm gonna be seriously. I said if I ever was to move from Pro Tools to another DAW, it would be Studio One because as a Pro Tools user, when I was making more templates in Studio One, I noticed that I was making the templates without even like looking up a tutorial. Like I was like, oh, this is like super Pro Tools centric anyway. Let me make this point. It's the same shortcuts, same thing.
Y'all are little bro.
Here's my thing. It don't matter. Let me not say that. What I'm thinking is this, and this will be the apocalypse. If I'm not mistaken, the .DAW project, anybody heard about that? .DAW format? So there's been rumblings about creating a universal format for DAWs that would then allow us to basically open up any session in any DAW. I think that would be the worst thing to ever happen to Pro Tools if it does happen. Because I think that would be the first thing that people would say, I don't need to use it anymore.
Yeah, because people use Pro Tools because that's what every studio is using.
Pretty
So
much.
It's like a standard.
Yeah.
So
I don't think y'all would be able to even participate because y'all don't allow VST or AU plugins. Like I can send a session to Ableton and we can have the same plugins. Maybe the only thing is the stock plugins might differ
stock
or
plugins
might
will
be
be
an
different.
issue. But like y'all don't have the same shit as us.
You're right. I'm not gonna lie. Somebody brought it up to us a while ago, and we said it on the pod. And then I kind of backtracked because I thought about it. I was like, oh, that'd be great, right? If we could all just kind of trade sessions and stuff. But then I started to realize, like, bro, if you're an engineer in Pro Tools, like, if I could just go to Studio One and then transfer it over later, like literally track for track, plugin for plugin, I kind of would just do it there. You know what I mean? And just open it up on the side.
Question: how many people use more than one DAW?
See, that's happening more and more. And let me ask this, how many of y'all are Pro Tools users? It's mostly Pro Tools. See, and that's where I feel like the shortcoming comes from, where it's like, why is this person in Pro Tools needing to go to another DAW to do some other gig? Like
That's Pro Tools don't have it.
You're
That's
right.
the biggest thing.
Once again, I'll always say, I've always been that person to be honest with y'all and be like, yo, I don't, like, I know the problems. I know what I would like out of the DAW, but I'm just not getting it. And that's
Out of
it.
all of y'all DAWs, right? The same people. How many of y'all, if Pro Tools, let's say one day Pro Tools servers stopped working and you couldn't log in, because that's the thing, right?
It's already happened
Yeah.
many times.
How many of y'all know if y'all had to figure out and your life was dependent on it, you could figure out how to record in that other DAW you use?
For sure. I can figure it out.
It's a lot,
Damn,
bro.
you killed me. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, man.
Can I ask somebody this? This is a safe place, therapy. How many of y'all have ever like went to open your Pro Tools and your license doesn't work and Pro Tools intro opened? Anybody? Boy, does that hurt. Yo, you open it and you got 4 tracks and you go, whoa.
Where's the rest of
He
my
felt
beat?
that shit. He said, oh my God. Bro,
Yikes.
Straight 808 and lead vocal.
that's it. Can I tell yo, you know how nasty that is, bro? I literally opened it and said, damn, this all they had. It's just 4, so obviously they got Pro Tools intro so that we can, yo, bro, I'm airing it out. You can tell I'm going through a lot of Pro Tools, right? Yeah, comment on one time. Yeah. Therapy, I
It's a
appreciate
tough
y'all.
time over there.
I appreciate y'all listening. But yeah, with Pro Tools, they got the Pro Tools intro for people that don't know. And basically it allows me to open up a session no matter what. It's free, but you only get 4 tracks, which is extra nasty sauce in my opinion. And that's it.
It's funny because FL gives you a free version of the full DAW.
How do y'all make money?
Don't even worry. Yo, why you pocket watching?
How do y'all make? You get a free you can get a free version of FL?
Yes.
How?
Because you
Meanwhile-
can, bro. We're good to the community. We actually put back in to the community that serves us.
Meanwhile-
think about it like this. And I wasn't around, right? I'm not a Pro Tools user.
He's about
But
to-
I can't imagine what I'd do if I woke up one day, looked at my phone, and they say, "Hey, your session won't work unless you give me $25 right now." Like
That was
would
basically what
throw-
happened to us. I'm not gonna lie.
You know what I mean?
That happened.
That's crazy.
I will say this, that email, and I feel like we all had that day. That email came when it was like $30 a month. And I bet you we all were like confused, right? Because like, how does that work? Like I bought this one,
And
so.
can I be honest? From what I've heard, out of all subscriptions that we subscribe to, Pro Tools is the most on it. Like at midnight, you're paying me.
That's a fact. No lie, they get their money. I'm not gonna lie.
And Waves, I ain't gonna lie, I've been paying Waves for the last 2 years. They be ready to take that $27.
Waves just like, they just like,
Speaking of, can I ask you this question, Decap?
Yeah.
What plugin subscriptions are you opted into right now?
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Honestly, I've been trying to cancel them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
too, bro.
I was
is crazy.
paying for Plugin Alliance, but they have a really good thing where they give a lot of deals on the perpetuals. So I started just buying the ones that I use, and I canceled the subscription. But I think that's actually a good subscription.
Right.
I've had a lot of them end, and I'm just like, I'm good.
Wow.
Yeah.
I have commitment issues. I can't let go,
Yeah.
bro.
Waves got me, bro.
I don't think I have any right now.
For no
I
subscriptions?
think so. Name like
Whoa.
I don't think I have
Slay
any.
Digital.
not
Waves,
anymore. Nope.
UAD.
UAD.
Nope. But
Arcade?
I've bought. I have Arcade. I have Arcade.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. But I have UAD Spark, but it's only the plugins I bought that they give you. So
Right.
I think that's good too.
That's about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, that's it.
Damn, bro.
But I don't pay for it.
Right.
So I still get the UAD.
You know how Waves got me? Because it was the same, and I said this on the pod. It was the same month they switched to subscription. Was the same month my update plan was up. So it was either I'm gonna pay them $250
Bro.
or just $25 a month.
Bro.
And I
that was-
folded.
Yo, can I say something? Did that hurt every year, every 2 years? Because it was every 2 years.
Yeah.
Didn't it hurt so much every time that Waves update plan came around the corner, bro?
And I think that's top 3 worst subscriptions on earth. I think top 3 worst subscriptions on earth is income tax, is Adobe anything, and then Waves.
Waves is up there, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But can I say this about Waves? I feel like they've been making it worth it. And I'll say this to you. For the people that kind of like, let's say you just started 2 years ago, right? And all of us, we worked so hard and long, pause, for us to get all the plugins that we have in Waves. So think about all the plugins you bought over the course of like 10 years with Waves. Think about a kid just coming in and he gets everything for $20. Like that's like I'm in that side.
Yeah.
I get how like advantageous that is.
They could have made that a student thing though. Like, dang,
They could have
Why
made
me,
that a
bro?
studio thing. That's
Why
true.
me?
Yeah. But we
I
don't
bought every plugin and I'm paying for it still. Like, and you know what? We should have known when Waves was giving us plugins for $30. That something
what was
brewing.
coming? Yeah, what was coming
Like,
down
yo,
the
we'll
pike?
give you
Yeah.
7 plugins right now if you pay us $20 each.
They kept throwing that number out.
Yeah,
Said
but
30.
it's
30.
So I'm new to UAD. Hello.
Okay.
Well, I'm just a new member of
Shout
UAD.
out UAD Spark.
Shout out UAD Spark. I ain't gonna lie. He said, go ahead, rep that. It's honestly, I was shocked and I'm embarrassed that I wasn't using their plugins before. I've always been kind of wary of their hardware side. I don't know. Has anyone seen that video where I did like a shootout with all those interfaces, including the UAD
I
one?
saw that. Yeah, that was a great video.
Thank you. That blew my mind because, and this is just me being honest, going from the Gen 1 to the Gen 2, I was very interested in seeing people's opinions on like, do you feel like the jump is necessary? So being that's like, what, 10 years old? Like that's 10-year-old tech? I was wondering if people felt like, yo, that jump is necessary with that. To be honest,
Was it?
I personally landed on not really, in my opinion.
What was the best? Remind me. What was the best interface out of that? So what interfaces did we compare?
So we compared the Apogee Symphony Mark II Special Edition. We compared the UAD Apollo Gen 2, the Gen 1. We compared the Neumann MT48, and we compared the Focusrite Claret
Octopre?
Octopre
Yeah.
Plus. Here's what I found, because I made sure in the video I didn't say like, oh, this is which one I preferred. I didn't want to. I wanted to be super like.
I like that. I
didn't-
like the
yeah.
objectivity that you
I
did.
just named the characteristics of what I heard. I was like, this is what I heard the difference, but I didn't say I prefer. What I noticed is this: the Apogee Mark II Special Edition has, to me, like as far as low end representation, it was my favorite. Shout out Mitch Lance. When we did actually recording my album, that was the first time I really used the onboard pre's of the Apogee. It was the thickest pre's that I heard for pads, and he had like a lot of nice keyboards, and it sounded really nice. When it came to the preamps, I'm gonna give it between the MT48 and the Apogee. The Apogee is a little darker, but it gave me more low mids, and then the MT48 was the cleanest high end in a pre that I've heard. But I'll be honest with you, your control software is
It's terrible.
terrible.
I ain't gonna lie, I bought the Neumann. So for years on this pod, not years, like a year on the pod, I was like, hey man, I really want that Neumann, and it was a tough buy. I think it was too bad, like 2,100.
Yeah, it was about 2,000 for it.
For the interface, and it's built like a Focusrite, not a Focusrite. Whoa, it's built like a twin, like a Apollo twin. So it's like I'm paying a lot of money for an interface that
Facts.
we got four pre's, but it's a great interface. It sounds amazing. It's probably the cleanest interface I ever had, but it is the god awful worst software
Bro.
I've ever used in
Yeah.
my life.
Have you seen it,
It's
bro?
Buggy.
From what I've heard, that interface is incredible.
It's incredible.
Like
yeah.
for the money, it's like one of the best sounding interfaces. I always have to rep for RME. Like I switched to RME a couple years ago because I was tired of drivers giving me issues, and RME is just solid. And so I have the UFX3, and I also have the Babyface for travel.
Got
And
you.
The UFX, it's not like the prettiest interface ever, but the software is amazing.
It's amazing. Yeah.
And for routing and everything, it's so good. And it has like 188 channels with MADI and everything.
wow, with
Out
MADI.
of this, you can plug your whole. It's a 20-year interface. You'll never
Yeah.
need to
Yeah,
really
Like
change
what you call it. I feel that way about my Apogee, and the
The
reason why
Apogee sounds incredible. Yeah.
and the reason why I picked it was because I asked them. I was like, they was like, yo, the special edition one. They was like, we sourced this and created this in the past 2 years, so it is the newest. Like everything was new tech, and that's why I wanted it, because I wanted to separate myself from everyone else and just say, okay, let me just try a different sound, and that's what it is.
Yo,
So
question. My
okay,
fault. You know why? Anybody over here work at UAD? I just want. All right, good. This is safe space.
Oh shit, I
You
didn't
know
even ask
why
that.
UAD needs? I'm gonna watch my language. They need to be humbled, because imagine buying that interface, plugging in a USB-C cord, and it not working, to find out you need to go buy another Thunderbolt cord.
Bro.
That shit hurt my heart, bro.
I forgot.
Yeah, you have to buy an extra like $80 cord. It's
and
like,
and
dang.
it doesn't come with the interface.
It doesn't.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. That made me so mad. So I don't know if anybody
I
knows.
thought it was broken. I thought my
crazy.
shit-
I thought
crazy.
I thought the box, I thought it was empty. Bro, I went to plug it in. So UAD interface came. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm looking for the cable. I'm like, where's the cable? Wind up looking, there's a bunch of people like, yo, it comes with no cable. I was like, damn, that's messed up. What is that about? Went and got a USB-C cable, right? Plugged it in. Was trying to figure out why it wasn't connected. I'm like, I was like, already, I'm like, I hate this interface. This interface is trash. I hate it. So then I wind up like literally contacting him like, yo, bro, like something's wrong. They was like, oh, it takes Thunderbolt, I think 3 or 4, the new one. So I said, okay, great. So I went to Best Buy. Because you know you got an interface, you want it now, right? I'm not going to Amazon. I was like, I want this cable right now. Bro, $80 for a 3-foot cable. I go home.
Yep.
I plug it in, and
Now your laptop is damn near on top of
I
the
couldn't
interface.
plug it in. Bro, I wanted to throw my whole desk. So one thing I say is, if you're going to, with interfaces, I beg like people, please put the cables in there.
Put
Like I don't
every tool I
include a
need.
connector.
Yeah.
And there's one thing I have to say, RME does USB 2, which is enough to run 188 channels, and you can run a 30-foot cable, and it from
With no issue.
RME to your computer.
Right.
I think Army
So
loves us.
They win. I mean,
I like
Thunderbolt
it.
3 has more bandwidth,
Sure.
but USB 2 is enough to run 188 channels. So
Right. And I'm not running 188
Yeah.
channels. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm running maybe
neither.
30 at 30,
Most.
maybe 30
Say
channels,
it.
maybe, you know?
Y'all hear the big dogs here. I'm running 6 maximum.
Who, you?
Yeah.
First, yo, bro, I hate your routing so much.
About to say, not until we
let
start
me-
auction.
Let me open this up. Definitely want to shout out, make some noise for Decap one time. Make some noise for Decap.
Thank you. Thank
I
you.
do have one more question for Decap.
Got you. I wanted to open up to questions in general, but go ahead.
Let me get this, because I feel like somebody might steal my question.
Okay.
10 volumes, thousands of one-shots, thousands of loops, and you give us loops every year for free just because. What is next for Drums That Knock?
Man, that's a good question. Do you guys want another kit, or like, should I do it? Should I do it? You
Should
guys
he make
want
another
one?
kit?
I mean,
Yeah.
you're not
Okay.
number one on Splice for 79 weeks for no reason.
Type shit.
All right, I'll keep it going. I haven't been working on anything right now with Drums That Knock, but you know, when I put out the next one, it'll be when I'm inspired and when I'm ready to add to the space. You know.
How long does it take you to, on average, how long does it
Yeah.
take you to make the kit?
It takes at least a few months because
Gotcha.
I want to, like, the way I approach it is every sound is from scratch,
Right.
and I want to make sure every single sound is exactly how I want it.
Type
So-
shit.
So
Understood.
I have to like listen through it a few times and make sure it's like exactly how I want it.
Right.
So I'm not throwing out garbage.
Got
So do
you.
you
Say
have a
less.
stash of like one-shots that have never seen the light of day?
Thousands.
Oh.
Thousands and thousands.
Hey, man, we gonna talk, gang.
From also, let them know where they can follow you in the whole nine,
do.
and where to get knock as well.
Yeah.
Like, please, like, let them know.
So I made the plugin Knock. It makes your drums knock. You can get it at pluginsthatknock.com, and everything is at Decap Music's Instagram, YouTube, everything.
Say less. I appreciate you, D.
Appreciate
For real,
you
for real.
guys, man.
Make some noise one time for Decap, man.